I am delighted, truly, to be presented with this honour. And I want to thank Irish America, everyone at Gluckman House, especially Loretta. And I hope that Seamus Heaney, from the above, is sending a plenary indulgence. I have always maintained that I would not be a writer without my mother and without that part of Ireland where I grew up. Nature itself, so abundant, so alive and ever-changing, wet and wild and radiant and sunshine. And some years later, when I actually discovered books, it took a long time, in a poem by Gerard Manley Hopkins, I read these words that I'd like to say to you. Where would we be once bereft of wet and of wildness? Let them be left. Oh, let them be left. Wildness and wet. Long live the weeds and the wildness. Yes. The farm that I came from, and the woods and the woodlands and the cairns and the rocks and the donkeys and everything had a kind of spiritual effect upon me. I know it has. And as is now perhaps evident to you all in the room where you are, in the room where I am not a particularly stable person, then or now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be a writer. I used to go out into the fields and talk to trees because I believed they too had a speech that they could teach me. And I wrote my very first words on my mother's forehead. Precursor of the stories that I was longing, even at the age of 3 or 4, longing to tell, to be heard. Little did my mother know, and little did she wish that I would go on to choose the crooked path of writing. It was as if she had read Molly Bloom's soliloquy in another incarnation and knew there was sin in it. She hoped, I think she hoped, that perhaps I'd become an air hostess. But I wouldn't be good as an air hostess because I'm not good on high heels. Writers yearn to be heard, to be read, and all the more in this our jangled and fractured world and time. There are other entertainments, but they're less demanding. And that transaction between unknown author and unknown reader is unique. The books I have loved, I will always love them. And great books for me are also great fairy tales. And I now will leave you. I may have overstretched the time, for which I apologize. But I want to thank you all for your generosity. And I wish you a wonderful evening and a wonderful gala. And don't forget me here with the books and my ineptness at machinery. By that I mean Zooms or any other electrical devil. And go over a meal. Thank you.